Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us. Mike and Arlen's Our Philippine Journey. I smelled smoke. The condo was on fire. Worst nightmare you can think of. Okay? Let's talk about it.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
So, this actually happened a few months back, to be honest with you. Probably 2 months ago. And I just kind of held this in the back. I haven't put this video out only because I've been messing around with other stuff. You know, when we talk about our life here in the Philippines, it's our story. It's what we do. Well, so let me give you a little bit of an idea so you can understand where this is coming from. I'm a very early riser. I'm up between 3:30 and 4:30 in the morning, almost every morning. I go out on my balcony, I drink coffee, I read the news, I do whatever. I'm out there on the balcony. So Arlen is in the province, and things are going well. I'm just being pretty lazy. She'll be back in a day or two. She had to go down. I can't remember what it was, some special event she went down there to deal with. I'm sitting on the balcony one morning. The sun is just rising. I'm on my second cup of coffee, maybe my third. I had been on the phone and everything else, but I could smell smoke. And this isn't unusual, okay? It's not unusual because especially in the winter time, we see the jeepney drivers, the trike stands, and everybody else. They burn trash. They will burn their trash all the time. Even though it's illegal, they do it. They will rake their leaves from the mango trees. The mango trees shed leaves like crazy, and they will then do that. So it's not unusual for me to smell smoke. It really and truly isn't, especially with the bad habit of Filipinos use plastic to start fires for some reason. They'll use light plastic that they can set on fire, and that'll light the charcoal or whatever else they're burning, and you know the drill. All right. So I'm sitting on the balcony and I smell smoke. And I'm like, it happens. It'll blow away in, 10 minutes. It'll be gone. I go inside and I smell smoke still. I still smell it. And I'm like, wow, that's actually a lot of smoke. I pour another cup of coffee. I go outside. I go to sit down. I have a little desk, a little table out there, set my stuff on and drink my coffee. And I noticed that, now the sun is up just a little bit. It's smoky, very smoky. And it's like, do I need to clean my glasses? I mean, this is not a usual thing. Then I realized, no, it's smoke. Something's on fire. Well, all right. This is like the biggest nightmare I can think of. I mean, the three things that I tend to worry about the most: the condo on fire and an earthquake. The typhoons, I don't worry about so much. We're structurally pretty good about that. But earthquake and fire, I worry about the most. So I start looking around. Well, what do I see? You can see now from here the smoke. You can see how smoky it is. It's not a heavy, thick smoke, but it's smoke. So I walk to the end and I'm like, whoa, wait, what is that? What the hell is going on here? Now, I want to point out, you see those two cars parked below. The silver gray car is parked in the last parking space before the exit to the parking garage. We have an underground parking garage. And I see that and I'm like, holy crap, that's coming out of the garage. The condo's on fire. And I'm worried about it. I really and truly am. Now, the one thing I really do worry about is right there at that ramp. Okay. As you exit, there is a specified parking, 4 specified spaces for e-vehicles, e-trikes, the little scooters that are going around. Okay. And I always worry about those lithium ion and even normal dry cell batteries. Most of them are all dry cell batteries. All right. Ours actually is lithium ion. We've upgraded. We have one and we've upgraded our battery system. Now you'll see there is that's a doorman, the one guy you see walking around down there on the right there. You can barely see him now. You can see that, and there's no fire truck. There's nothing. There's a ton of smoke, and I'm starting to feel okay a little bit because it's clearing up, but I'm still really worried about it. I am. So I have to start, and I go back, and I have to think about what's going on. But now I see him carrying buckets of water. Now he's walking past the exit, and the condo actually goes beyond the building goes beyond that exit. Okay, that's not the end of the building. There's a little bit more, but I realize he's throwing water. You'll see him coming back in a minute, walking back. He's throwing water on the fire. I guess you won't see him walking back. All right, but either way, now what happened was there is a very small vacant lot right beside the condo before the next structure starts. It's not walled off, but it's got, sheet metal up to stop people from getting to it. But somehow, some way, that lot caught on fire right beside the building. It actually burned. You can see the scorch marks and everything beside the building. Now, do I continue to worry? Well, let me also tell you this. First off, we have internal sprinklers all throughout the building. Every room has ceiling sprinklers, automatic sprinklers. Every hallway has multiple sprinklers. We have alarm pulls for fires. The building is insured for catastrophic damage, fire, typhoon, earthquake. And even though our contents are also insured separately, the building has its own insurance. And every year when we renew it, that building insurance, when the building insurance gets renewed, I request a copy of the policy and a copy of the issued insurance. So it shows a start date and an end date. That way I know nobody's messing around. Nobody is saying we paid the insurance premium, but it didn't happen. Those are things you got to check. The other thing is about 18 months ago, I guess it's the city of Angeles passed a new fire ordinance, and it has affected Candy and a couple of other buildings. I think, if I remember correctly, it's either everything over 11 or 12 stories. Now they have to have 2 fire stairwells, all right, in each building, and they have to have a smoke clearing system. So, in fact, our condo now is currently undergoing, and the HOA didn't pay for this. It was a special assessment to every unit, depending on how many square feet your unit was. Our assessment, I think, was, if I remember correctly, 34,000 pesos. It might have been 24, but I think it was 34,000 pesos. So this was not a cheap thing. And they've been installing this nonstop for the past about 6 weeks, I guess. They're having to put an exhaust system from top to bottom that will exhaust smoke in case there is a fire. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right. I don't mind paying it. It is what it is. Okay. Everything being said, you never realize the risk you put yourself at until a problem occurs. And that's why, for many people, owning property is not a good idea, because there are obligations that you have. Surely you have to insure it. You don't want to see all of your hard-earned money go up in smoke. All right? It has to be built right. There's just all kinds of things. But I thought I would share this with you. Maybe your comments, your thoughts. How safe do you feel where you live is? How safe do you insure your property? In the comments below, let us know. Otherwise, thanks. Have a great day.